hardly surprising given the chunk that he missed in pre-season and obviously.
But the big thing for him is you're trying to make sure you get to the end of the season, the pre-season tests, and then you're ready for next year. So he needs to be as bike fit as possible, especially whenever it's such a short.
Couple of days ago, and although we finished 2022 in Mandalika, and very much the case that Indonesia and Australia will be settling our World Championships. Reporter standing by with information. Anthony Nelson, what have you got for us?
Very quick run, or if it's just a set-in, whether it will be able to be used for the longer races for both.
Earlier on today, Toprak Razgatlioglu has just set his first flying lap of free practice 2, and it's a 1 minute 35.727. So that's the garage just yet. So those are the riders in the early stages who aren't going to set their first flight.
Exit this corner well, you might be able to set up a move into turn 1 during the race conditions. The safest place to try and make a move.
Yes, and we know how strong the Ducati is
through the course of this season, and a lot of the time it's when we've had undulations on the exit of a slow corner. So
worried about that, thinking ahead to next season, where everyone else is going to be saying there's an argument here for Ducati to be pegged back. You can see they're red
for the Malaysian rider as well, but this is something we saw in the Supersport class as well, a bit by the bike there as well. So we'll wait and see what sort of condition Hafish is in. Obviously, anytime that you have a high side, you can come down very heavily on different parts.
Flying around, so we wait to see. But this is the main thing, is that
with his lap time almost a full second faster than free practice 1, so you would expect all riders to find something this afternoon.
And he would Paul then in the Yamaha. Well, Toprak was up to speed.
Unpredictable and difficult to understand, but ultimately, yeah, the zero pressure really, because to all intents and purposes the championship's done.
Andrea is in that fight for the top 5 in the championship right now. Quite a few riders there.
Overall, yeah, we hope we'll be fighting either for the podium, and if not,
1 minute 36.758. But for Locatelli, and we said this earlier
in the last few rounds, obviously his scrap last time out in Argentina with this man Jonathan Reed, see a big moment for him. Now in this session he's obviously been able to make a big step forward with his lap time immediately, having gone to races.
And that's going to be another incident here, and this time it's Ikalekuona who has gone down in FP2. I think Kirst, the commentator, might have applied.
And then you can have some big crashes, and for Lekuona there, just asking a little bit too much of the Honda through that last corner, and big impact for him. So hopefully Iker's okay after that. Bikes and just how big a crash can be, and that's a big crash there. We're not used to seeing high sides of that nature anymore, electronics being what they are, but he's not too badly hurt after that.
Well, again, we catch our breath in free practice. He is walking away, but he is clearly very uncomfortable indeed.
Yeah, looking at Iker there, you're not going to free practice 1 about the changes that Honda were looking to make just to try and help that